All right. So now it is 9:10 in India. Today is the 4th of December, 2021, and it is our 82nd week we are having this program, the weekly satsangs and group meditation. So in this, we are now reviewing universal laws. Universal laws, this particularly currently what we are in today, we'll discuss about law number 9, that we create our reality. This segment, last few things, it's all about our mind and mind power, human behavior, the related laws. So that we have, so these will be there, and then finally go to the other higher aspects, the spiritual aspects. So this is all about different aspects of our mind and how we can, what is the impact of that and how we approach it. To understand that we create our reality, earlier we have already discussed about that the power of our mind, it has got a capacity to manifest things, physical reality. But physical reality, something takes huge amount of energy, to get it manifested. And you can understand the kind of energy needed in the physical dimension, even though if you don't realize, but to have something from the higher level, consciousness level, to the, then it comes to the mind level, which is thoughts, emotions, something like that. So then it comes down to the action level. We need to take some action to make it a physical reality. So that is the whole process goes in that way. Now in this, in this particular aspect, physical dimension is a most gross dimension. It's a lot of energy. If you can, let me give you an example to understand that this phenomenon. For that's just for your information only. You see the nuclear, nuclear power. Even if you break, one nucleus of an atom, it has got a huge power. It can generate, electricity and other things. So, and look at that, we are having, our body cells are several trillion, I think 7 trillion body cells we have, and each of them having the numerous amount of that. So how much energy it could take to manifest something in the physical reality. So anyway, I'm just giving you, so any materialistic manifestation take a lot of energy to manifest. And that is why in the higher dimension, it is not the physical, because there is a lot of flexibility involved if you go in the higher level of energy. So they can move freely, and there is no time and space and things like that. But anyway, let us come back to today's topic. So earlier we have already discussed how material things also, of course, the other things, emotional things, relationships, health, and other aspect, attitudinal correction, that can be manifested faster. Something in the physical dimension also can be manifested. Just you starting from the releasing your intention to the universe, and the universe then responds to your vibration. So then come to the thing that, okay, that is as per the law. So that is as per the law that it need to be done. Like it is fact that if you have a wings, you can fly, but flying is not that easy. Yeah? So that you need to have a lot of other aspects. Why just putting some what is called fairy wings from the toy shop? We cannot fly because it has to follow certain other rules, and if we meet the rules, we can fly. but those needs to, like a helicopter or aeroplane, and we need to build to do some action to get it into that flying mode. But it is not the way we think that the wings, we can just fly. But it is possible in the higher dimension, we can fly anywhere. Anyway, so now to give this, that we create our reality, what I'm coming to is, if it is that easy that we can just create like this, then why we are not creating things left, right, and center, what we wish for? So the main reason for that, our universe doesn't understand that what you are looking for, what you want. It responds to your vibration. That part you have already understood earlier. Also, personal level, you create your own reality. Whatever you are going through inside, that being reflected outside. Same situation, how we know that it depends upon the person? Because same situation, put two different person, they're witnessing the same events, but their experiences will be different. So, like, suppose one apple is offered to two persons, same time. One person experience will be, I don't eat apple, and it's such children, they eat apples and they throw it out. It is like they feel it like an insult. And other person is very happy, I like apple, I can enjoy apple. See, apple is same. So the process of giving apple is same, but experiences are different. So now you see why the experiences of the first person and the second person is different, because of their inner reality. Somebody likes apple, and that's why it is treated as a gift. Somebody does not like apple, and it is in his mind, he thinks it is for the child, or somebody sick, they eat apple. That's the mindset. Yeah? That's why that apple does not be treated as a gift or a proper gift. So that's how, just a small example to understand how our inner reality affects our experience. Now, let us go back to the original things, what we are discussing, that why then we cannot manifest things left, right, and center. It is because yes, thought can manifest things. If you can hold one particular thought for 65 seconds, it will manifest. Yeah, first energetically, consciousness level, as I said, then it is a mind level, and then finally it is an action to be taken, then the physical level. But in that also, in the mind level itself, from the, while coming from consciousness level, in the mind level itself, it is got distorted, because all the time, our subconscious mind is playing some kind of things going on in your mind, even unconsciously, even you don't know. In the apple example, even if you don't know that apple is not a gift for you, you don't like apple, it's come from your habit pattern, your conditioning, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you just develop yourself an idea that apple only the children eat and the patients eat. Okay, the healthy adult, they don't eat apple as a normally. So that's an idea that affecting the whole your experience. So even though consciously you want something, but in the back of the thing, you have something in the background, music is playing, and that contaminates your mind, and that doesn't allow the to manifest things into the physical reality. That's why we cannot convert all what we're looking for into our physical reality. It is possible, but we are unconsciously, we are our own biggest obstacle to have that kind of experience. Yeah? Now, let us see if it is that can be consciousness is willing to manifest, but you are now your mind's particularly subconscious, which you don't have control, even if you're not aware that it is distorting the things or giving contradictory things, means push and pull signal that it will cannot go into one direction. It will be in limbo and hanging. Now, just let us work on this direction. Let us work on that from the consciousness to pass through this level, what we need, so that doesn't get filtered out in our mind level. Now understand that attention is the tool of consciousness. Attention, okay? Focus. That is the tool of the consciousness. So if we are attentive at the mind, what is going on in the mind, then this so-called unconscious and this and that cannot come into play, because that we are giving attention, we are giving focus, we are alert. It is like, the what is called security guard at some kind of event venue. They are checking if you have the ticket or not, or if there is a suspicious character or something like that. So they filter it out. So that if the security guard is alert, then no unnecessary people can go into that event. So that is the idea. When you're boarding aeroplane, they check many things. Yeah. So they okay, your boarding pass is there. Whether you're carrying something, explosive material into your baggage, that sniffer dog will come and check that. Yeah? Police will check if necessary. Video cameras are all, CCTVs, all are there. Isn't it that the different manifestation of that alertness we are talking? But only thing is, it is not an instrument and many people are watching. It is just you are watching yourself. It is your own internal CCTV, okay, that you are monitoring. Even though you're not taking action, may not be taking action all the time, but you are monitoring. And that is the attention, and that is the tool of the awareness. I mean, the consciousness. And the whole process is called, when you are giving attention to each and every thought passing through your mind, we call you are in the awareness. You are aware what is going on. If you are aware of what is going on inside you, you can manifest things, because you can filter out like this security. You can check that all unnecessary things can be filtered out, while contaminations can be filtered out, and fully aware. And then that manifestation is possible much, much faster. And if you are in awareness, you go into a certain other zone, which is also beyond duality. Okay. The duality, like good, bad, like, dislike, these kinds of things are created by our mind. It's called leveling. This is created by our mind, and and that's why most of the time our mind plays a role to inject negative pictures more. And that is why, because that's how mind, I mean ego mind, survives. So just to give you a little bit of panic, little bit of tension, little bit of fear, out of non-confidence, we don't have that confidence that we can be passing through, and we put all kinds of fears. And what happens is, in that fear lowers our vibration. Unconsciously, we are in the ocean of fears and uncertainties and all, and 99% of those cases actually will not happen. Whatever we thought yesterday, if that yesterday that could have been happened, we could not be alive today. Okay. If all those things could have happened. Take that historical lessons and try to ignore this kind of false alarms. How many times you run into the control room and say there is something wrong? Learn to, stop those alarms. So I am from oil and gas. In the control room, sometimes we know certain things are false alarms. So we have to tell them, look, this, no need to panic, just close this button. We know what's going on. This is a false alarm. Take a conscious, knowledgeable decision to have praised that, to popping up every other minute. Okay. How it is possible? By attention. And attention is a tool of the consciousness. Okay, so you are using the higher level of this consciousness power into this mind level to control that, so that it doesn't become an obstacle into passing through in the energy into the physical reality. Otherwise, that energy will be diluted, it will never be manifested. If the energy dilutes that way, it is a concerns and things and the panics and other things. If it is mixed with that intention, it will not manifest. As simple as that. And higher dimension, anyway, there is no time. So maybe it is what is 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years, 2 decades become same in the higher dimension. Okay, so it will manifest after 2 decades. Okay. So anyway, but as we are judging everything with respect to time, that's why we think it is a failure, but it is working. The manifestation is working. Only the time will be different because of these issues. And that's why if the time is more, see, if time is more than 2 months, we think it's not happening. You know? So that's why we treat it as a failure. And that's what we are facing all the time. Yeah? Anyway, so now what is the key to our to experience our reality? That is awareness. Awareness of what is going on in the thought level, what is going on in the emotional level. And all these are the aspects which can be disturbing our experiences, so that we need to be aware. Now I'm talking about this duality and this good and bad, and there is nothing wrong. It's to your urge to grow and have experience the joy of life. There is nothing wrong in that. What I'm talking is, to reach there, the path of worry or the path of ego is not the way. So that is the only thing. Basically, it's just an opposite. You will reach there by closing your thought mind, by reducing or nullifying all these subconscious, the negative inputs into your mind. If you stop that, it will happen. It will happen very, very quickly. So because then it's a path is that it will be seamlessly manifesting the things what you are looking for, your intentions, which is at the consciousness level. Yeah. Now let me go to another thing. While we are talking that the thought, we are aware. If there is no thought, thoughtless, then so down the line, of course, it will not affect our things, our physical reality. But doing so, it will open up another avenue. Means it will, if its thought is not active, you're into no thought, or the gap in the thoughts, what we are practicing during 6-step meditation. If you can find the gap into that thoughts, you connect to some area, which is having infinite potential, and if you touch upon that area through awareness, you are just simply aware. You need not to do anything. You have to simply aware, pass through that gap, go beyond mind level. So if you operate from that level, where you are fully connected with your higher consciousness, soul consciousness, you can say, yeah, then you enter into a zone of miraculous zone. Miraculous zone means it is much, much beyond your expectation even. You have a huge capacity to manifest and experience your life. And if you operate from there 24/7, your life will be miraculously changed. Footnote is, nothing outside will change. Don't even expect. We discussed last session. You don't expect if X, Y, Z is changing, then only they are talking good, we're behaving nicely. If I get this money, if I get this car, if I live in that house, only then I'll be happy. Then these conditions will never allow you to experience the full potential. And your experience based on, as today I'm explaining, experience based on your inner reality. Okay, it's nothing to do with external world. External world is always limited. You cannot have unlimited property, unlimited bank balance, unlimited, good relationship. Everyone, it's not possible in the physical dimension, but in the higher dimension, it is possible. If you go touch upon that, it is already possible. But of course, it has to be. You have to follow the rules and the laws of that, and these are that kind of law is telling you how to reach there. You will reach there not the way you think. It is the way of the consciousness going to the higher level. Okay, who has a power to take you out from this? In the same level, it is not possible. A lot of people tried with my negative thinking, you substantiate with positive thinking. Okay. And so that this positive, it will not work because still it is a thought. It is still another thought. Replacing one thought, another thought, they're in the same level. In the same level, you cannot get a solution. Okay. Temporarily, yes, maybe. Yeah. Because ultimately, why it doesn't work? Because it's two different reasons. One is you are only focusing, you wanted to take positive, leaving the negative. It is not possible. Okay. I already given an example of a magnet. Somebody wants to take North Pole, leaving South Pole, not possible. More you break it, more magnets will develop. And second issue is it has to be fundamentally understood. Whatever in the mind level, they don't have power to control another mind aspect. So it has to go one level higher. That also I have given earlier example when the two laborers are fighting, the supervisors has to come and intervene. And then supervisors are fighting the engineer, maybe it's a building construction site. The engineer has to come and stop the supervisors if there is any conflict. Same way, engineers fighting, go to the manager, managers are fighting, go to general manager, and so on and so forth. So it has to always go to the higher level to sort out that issue. Same here. Mind level issues cannot be injected with the mind. Many people try, positive thinking, positive this thing. Means forcefully wanted to think only positive. Temporarily, yes, but that is not a permanent solution. Also, there is one big aspect is missing, which is your own vibration. If you vibrate low, no matter what technique you apply, it will not manifest. So had the vibration, that point was missing all the time. Then you put an intention and don't stick yourself with the result. Mahaphaleshu kadachana. No expectation. Titiksha. As the vibration part was missing, many people, there are big, famous, renowned names, they missed the point. It didn't work ultimately. We learned read a lot of books of Dale Carnegie. There are some famous books, How to Win Friends, and there are some other very good books. So they teach how to deal with these things, positive thinking, and this is good. But Dale Carnegie himself is died out of suicide. Yeah? That is the worst possible thing can happen into your human psychological and mental setup. You go to downward spiral to take into that kind of step of ultimate thing is to take your own life. Okay. So that means ultimately it didn't work. Who has inspired so many people all over the world? It didn't work for him. So only winning this popularity, winning friends, how to, project yourself better will not take you there. Because in this case, you only change the outer reality. You make a good makeup to look good, but whatever it is inside, that will reflect. Best beauty is inner beauty. Okay, it cannot be seen the people walking on the ramp. Okay, That inner beauty comes from the power of your pure love. That reaches people. You are in the field of that, and that touches, and that is life transforming. That is true beauty. You may not understand it, but your heart understands. Okay. So in this case, that is the true beauty. That is so beautiful. And to get it into that beauty, you have to be unconditional. When I'm talking about that, the miraculous zone is operate from pure love. There's nothing they expect from you. And that's why it is so miraculous. It is so, unlimited, that infiniteness you are touching. And that is being implemented in your life. So this is how that it works. So we create our own reality. And now I'm coming back, I'm recapitulating. We create our reality. Our inner state decides what will be our experience of that. So if inner state is 0, then we can experience of life as a gift, the present moment. It is key to experience life, to be in the present moment. Fact is, most of the people, you are not experiencing your life because you never be present. Your mind do not allow you to be in the present moment. Either you are grudging something happened in the past or worrying about the future. You will never be at the present. How you can enjoy life if you're not in the present? You are not enjoying the gift of the universe, which is a present moment only. We already discussed that power of now. Eckhart Tolle, he is a famous master, and he has emphasized that only now is the only time you have. There is no other time. There is no past, no future. Those are all in your mind. And it's true. As it is in your mind, that can be changed, that can be programmed, that can be erased. Somebody, sleeping in a coma for, say, 7 days, he will not have any memory. He will, in his mind, that 7 days doesn't exist. Okay. So that way, so whatever your past, that can also change. It's only truth, only reality. You have the present moment. So the key to enjoy life is to be in the present moment and use your higher level tool. What is higher level tool? The tool of the consciousness, which is attention. You need not to do anything. You have to be there. Just be aware and watchful and experience life. Life is flowing. It will not stop for you. You need to just experience it, and through that experience you grow. Nothing else matters. Okay. In this particular case, whatever food you eat, whatever the places you visit, whatever materialistic possessions you have, it doesn't matter. It will not add on to your experience. In fact, in this kind of material things, when you need it most, that is the time it will be useless. There was the story of the Italian old gentleman. He had a COVID and he has to be put into ventilator, I think, for 5 days. So he has to pay for that 5,000 euro for the ventilation cost. And while coming out of that, the clinic or hospital, and he was crying. So then the doctor came and said, we understand the 5,000 euro is. I'm just giving the figure. I mean, don't bother about exact figure and who told what. And I heard this story in the different. Don't bother. I'm just get the message. Yeah? Then doctor came and asked you why you are crying. Is it too much? Should I give you some kind of discount? 5,000? No. I have millions. I have earned a lot of money in my life. Yeah. But only thing why I'm crying is for this 5 days and for getting oxygen, I have been charged on the 5,000 euros. So I lived 70 years of my life, 75 years of my life. If I could have paid the oxygen I'm getting from this universe, then I could have none of my earning could have made that. That's what I'm crying. How much we are getting for free, how much we are taking for granted. So he realized that the truth of whatever we grace and we got, there are many things to be grateful for. We are getting it for free. And this, if we are grateful for it, then our experience of our life will change. You see that if we keep complaining about losing 5,000 euro, maybe we blame government, blame coronavirus or whatever it is, but that person has taken that event to be grateful. Okay, he said, I don't care of losing 5,000 euros. But this is the realization I'm having now. What is the kind of how much blessed, how much we are taken care of. That's what I'm saying. And there's similar another kind of story, and they said somebody offered the doctor to enhance, just to have 1 hour of his life and to extend 1 hour. And he said, we are sorry, we cannot do it. So at the time of need, those doesn't matter. All this your materialistic these positions doesn't matter. So how to change experience of that only by awareness. It cost your attention, not money. You are attentive, be aware of the present moment, your life will transform. I repeat here, if you are fully aware of the present moment, you are in the awareness, your life will transform. And if you continuously doing that for every moment you get, and you are fully aware, you are not allowing your thought mind to interfere and do something, in that process you connect to the very higher level of consciousness, and the operating level of that consciousness is through pure love. Awareness connects it, and pure love operates it. That is the best way to live a life. That is the best inner transformation you have, because we are talking about your inner reality reflects the outer reality. So if your inner reality go to that level, where you are fully aware, be in the present moment. Don't allowing thought to say something happened in the past or what will happen to me in the future. What happened to happened to you future, it is only your thought mind. What happened in last several years of your life? You are not surviving, you are not alive. Who takes care of you? That's what I was giving example. If all your worries come true, you could not have lived so far. Okay, so there must be some force, some energy, some higher intelligence is working for us. That's why we are wherever we are. We may like it, dislike it, it is your mind game. But at the same time, it is fact that we are come here, all our worries didn't manifest. Thank God it didn't manifest. Also, it didn't manifest because of our own lower vibration. But indirectly, that is taken care of by itself. So what I am saying is I am giving a key to how you live a limitless life. How the joy can be infinite. This is the way. Be in the present moment. Stop minding, all this mind business. When you are connected to that, your heart opens up, and then you operate with the level of the oneness. And that oneness cannot be judged or measured or something limited to that. So you completely transform into your inner level, inner engineering, or whatever you call it. So from river, you become an ocean. So your approach to life will be like an ocean. You will be the guiding force and support to others rather than you need support from somebody. You don't need, you have all the power. You have to just open up that channel to receive it. In fact, it is also not receiving, because receiving means some kind of container you are receiving something. It's not a container. Be in the flow. It will be flow through you. It will be infinite. It will not getting something. So I'm not sure whether you understand this aspect. So we are not receiving anything per se. It not quantifiable. It is just flowing. It is like breathing in the air. It is like when you will keep breathing and you keep living. Don't find that I have hold this much of amount of air, and if I get little more and more, then I'll be rich. No, be in the flow. Be connected. Okay, flow means be connected. You are a part of it. Then that way it will grow. So this is the aspect that to how you can approach your life through this connection. All the tools you have, if you do that, if you apply that, your experience of life will be transformed completely. And that is the key, that we create our own reality. So that will be created for you. That will be your reality. That will be how you experience your life. So why should we just complain and this and that? How does it matter? And things are going on as per their own rules and own laws and everybody is going as per their own soul's plan. So who am I to say do this, do that, and get frustrated anyway? Because why they will listen to me? They are following their own path. Only I should have an awareness. And we respect that. Okay, this is the way. Even we should not, now it is a time we should not fall into the trap of, giving too much of judgmental. This is not the time to be judgmental. Energetically, extreme polarization is happening. Extreme polarization is an indication of a change is imminent. When a change is imminent, that time there is a lot of, this kind of chaos happens. Don't fall into the chaos. Don't be the part of that. Just be in the witness mode and see what's going on. Be aware, but don't indulge. Okay, so just watch how it is going and center yourself. We have already given earlier one example. I think in 2020 New Year message, we have given one example that when the external world become turbulent, like it's too many things going on, it is like children, they're rotating disc. Some children play on some park, they hold some rod and it's a merry-go-round sort of thing, vertical plate. Not vertical, sorry, horizontal plate that rotates and children hold it. More you go the outer side of that, it will be chance that will be thrown out from that. Because if the speed goes up, there will be centrifugal force, you will be going out, thrown out from that. So now the vibration of earth is increasing. So you should not go into those age so that you will be chance of getting thrown out. Come towards the center yourself. And that's what we are saying. Don't work on this external stuff, what is going on. Don't that drive you. You drive your experience. Center yourself. Connect. The sources, the infinite sources. You change your inner reality. Work on your inner reality. And your external reality will automatically change. Physical reality will not change, but your external reality will change. Your experience, your interface with the external will change. Because you already corrected yourself, your inside, you're not corrected, you cleaned. removed all the contaminations. You are now clean. You are receiving. You are connected to the huge amount of energy, and that will change your life. So with this, I conclude my learning session. So if you have any questions, please come forward. Then we can discuss about it.
Guruji.
Yes.
Hanif, yeah.
Yes, Hanif.
Actually, from day one, we have been discussing that we should live in present time, present moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true too, because I personally have experienced a lot of things. But again, since we do not live life of a hermit, we have to plan a lot of things, a lot of financial things, a lot of personal things, a lot of family things, either for personal life or for job, regarding job also, regarding some business, to plan for next 5 years, to plan for next 10 years. So something keeps on going in our mind. So there is a contradiction, means living in present, trying to live in present, planning for the future. So how to come out of it, or how to manage this actually?
Okay. Yeah. So let me explain this way. You need to plan for your future. That's all fine. Okay. You need to work and you need to do your work. So that part that's perfect. Question is, when that job is over, are your mind is stopped? When it is not needed? When you are not planning? When you are not working, applying your education and experience into your work? If it is stopped, then that is the time you connect. We are not saying you get rid of all your jobs when we are holding householder spirituality. There's nobody is saying that you don't do your job. But if you cannot hold that, go to that when it is not needed, if you cannot stop that, that becomes interference. That is creating that negative experiences of your life. If you are doing the same thing what you are doing, even if you have a compulsion, my job, my duty, I have a family, whatever name you call it, it's okay. You may suppose in a day you have to apply your mind to some work, maybe say 10 hours, 12 hours, fine. What about the rest? Okay, maybe 8 hours you sleep. Then there is some time. No? So what is happening to that time? Are you still carrying on this mind business, or are you able to connect that? That makes the difference. That makes the difference. Otherwise, same experience, whatever you have so far, will repeat. Okay, and if you say, I don't want to change, I'm okay with it, okay, fine. Who is asking you to change it? But if you are not having that kind of experiences from life, main reason is this, that we are slave of our thoughts. Even if when it is not needed, forget about when it's needed. Of course, you need to work. Sure, we are not touching that. What I'm saying is, when it's not needed, if you cannot stop your thinking mind, then you cannot experience present moment. That is the key. So only we are talking about that you experience life best. If you are, this is one way answering your question in the direct, practical way. Now let me go to the little higher level. Our soul knows everything. Yeah. So you have to plan for the future, and have you consulted your soul? What will be best for me, for my future? Is the best inner guru, best guide. Contact it. How long you will walk like in the darkness, and you may fall, trip on a stone and fall, or fall on the road. Maybe there is some ditch, you will fall down. You need the light of awareness to move ahead with your path. Earlier we realize, the better it is. Not everything will be on your liking, but you'll be aware. If there is any pothole comes in front of you, you are aware what to do with it. Not to fall and complain why life is so unfair to me. Life is not unfair. Life is the way it is. The road is the way it is. It is we have to walk. Road need not to walk. Okay. We have to walk. It is our experience. We should avoid falling down on the ditch. That's why we need the light of awareness. These are the tool. It is not a logic that we'll not use the tool and then we say, okay, we are busy in finding out the route. I tried to find out the way out. It took me 5 hours. That may be true for you, your reality, that something took so much time. But if you are in the light of awareness, that can come in 2 minutes. You didn't take that option. So you wasted 4 hours and 58 minutes for that. Okay. So that is why I'm saying the solution is not there. By bringing another knowledge, another thought and all these things, solution is little higher. So we need to knock the right door to get the solution. And that is what all about. So what will happen is our time will be freed from all these things. A lot of energy goes into our thoughts. People think about 60,000 thoughts per day. So if we can reduce it down to 1,000, which is useful, then 59,000 energy of 59,000 unnecessary thoughts we can save. No, we can save it. Our health will be better. Our mentally will be, more powerful and things like that. So that is the key. So Hanif, that answers your question, or you have anything specific?
Got the point, Ruchi. Got the point.
Yeah, it is all about your time management and asking help from the right. It's not a person, right entity. No, your soul is your best guide. So just live in the present moment, do your best. You plan, of course. We need to plan, you have to pay bills, you have to earn money, all this kind of stuff. But when we are not doing that you utilize, devote some time for this so that you get the connection. The power will come from there. Okay, so that will be the source, like a source of electricity connection. So if you cut that connection, it cannot run much. Okay. All right. Any other question?
Yeah, Rasdeep, I have got a question.
Yes, Nagar.
Say whatever you have said that if you want to manifest anything, we have to be in the high vibration level, and all these things criteria have to fill up to get things manifested. Now, say I want to manifest something, okay, and which goes against my soul plan.
Yeah.
Then which one will prevail?
It will. There are two ways to look into this. Which one will prevail? So if your intention is so strong, we are a free will, and soul has a contract to respect free will. Even if somebody is going to jump from the 10th-story floor, soul will not stop it because we have an agreement of free will. It knows it is a disaster. It will give little signal, but it will not stop you. So in that case, if you follow all these manifestation rules, it will be manifested first, even though it is not in your soul's plan. And that's how we generate karma, basically. Okay, karmas are those which is not in the soul's plan. It is our out of free will, we have done something, said something, all this kind of thing that we develop. So it will be done there. And soul's plan will be postponed because in the higher dimension, there is no time. If it doesn't happen this lifetime, it will happen next lifetime. Plan will still be executed, but it will be delayed. It can be having some other time when the favorable 5 years, 10 years, after that it will be postponed, but it will come, your manifestation will come first. If you energize it as per this law, it will get manifested. Okay, because you have a free will. And exactly because of this, we cannot predict future for others. So self, we know what is going to happen. You can, everything, even the free will is our control, our own control. So we can choose accordingly. If we follow the soul's plan, then it is like a swimming in the river just floating and river will take you because it is a plan anyway. If we have to inject something, you have to go against the flow, then we have to struggle. Okay, that we need to face. Because normally it will not happen that way. So we need to force it to happen, but it is possible. If you put effort, energy into that, it is possible to go into that direction where the flow is not going. So what will happen in this case? You will get detoured. You need to go finally this way, you go that way. So finally you do something or struggle and things like that. Slowly you come back and then go with the flow again. But in the times I will lose some time, that's it. What I was telling is that many people ask, can you see what will happen to me? And I'm doing this, I'm appearing for an exam, and whether I pass or not, I'm going for this treatment, and what will happen. And the future we cannot predict. The why we cannot predict, what can be predicted is what is there in the soul's plan. Nobody can predict because of the free will, what decision you take, at a certain moment. Okay, suppose for a treatment you wanted to go for particular medicine and you choose not to go for particular medicine, or a particular doctor not to go for, those will change the outcome. Suppose somebody is going to marry with somebody, so you have a choice. Maybe you can cancel that in the last moment. It is all possible, even though it is in the soul's plan, but you have a free will. Yeah? That's why no master will give you this kind of prediction for you, because it involves the free will. If we have to give something, then we make it very clear, okay, this is there in your soul's plan. But when it will happen, we cannot guarantee. As I just said, because you may do something, it can delay that. Because in the physical reality, everything is measured by time. Said something, it will happen in 2 months. If 2 months didn't happen, it's a failure. No, that will happen some other time. You made some choices out of free will. That makes the delay. And you have all the right. Nobody else comes. Even if you go for, from the communication with the soul, then we have to take permission from the soul. At soul level, we are all equal, equally powerful. I cannot take information about you unless until your soul gives me that permission. So there also, it is not always possible. Sometimes soul doesn't want to reveal something because it wants that the physical body has to undergo certain experience because it is needed for that growth, experiential growth, and the path they have chosen. We cannot stop that to happen, that experience. On the higher level, there is no good and bad. All are experiences. Okay, we have chosen to do that. In this context, let me tell you one thing, that why so many experiences are painful. Okay, these experiences are painful because that it is all about, like coming from Antakaran Suddhi. It is, all this experience need you to cleanse you. Cleansing is not comfortable. Whether you have to, burn it or polish it or whatever you do it, yeah, that is not very soothing and pleasing experience. So if the soul needs to purify something, it will go into those kind of mode, high temperature, high pressure mode. So that needed for the cleaning. If you take that out, that ultimate outcome will be ruined. And that particular stuff has been explained, from the caterpillar when the butterfly is formed. This example I have given earlier also. They form a cocoon, and that whatever the caterpillar become larva or something, pupa or whatever, it's inside the cocoon and it develops. And then one point of time, it will try to break that cocoon. It takes some time to break that cocoon and that then comes out. And it takes a lot of effort to do that. And then it comes out as a butterfly. Some people, they become compassionate with that caterpillar, so much struggle to break this cocoon. So he said, now I will try to help that butterfly to come out. So he put a scissor and cut that lower part of that cocoon. That particular, which is inside that larva, that it falls down on the ground and it can never be able to fly and died there. That means to convert into a beautiful butterfly, that struggle to open that cocoon is needed. And that actually helps to the wings to come out. You cannot help to reduce the burden. So, and same thing, and it will be counterproductive. And same thing if you take this comparison, your personal reality or personal expectation versus what masters are doing. No master will allow themselves, allow their energy to put into use the scissors to cut the cocoon. It will be counterproductive to your best interest. Maybe temporarily it will look like you are helping, but you are actually not. You are ruining the future of the experience that is supposed to get for that person. So what can be done? It can be give you the strength to overcome. That can be given. Instead of cutting that cocoon, if there was a method we can transfer energy to that larva, then okay, it may sound funny. If we give the awareness to that larva, how to break it faster and become more stronger, then it will come out a beautiful butterfly, full awareness and power. Huh? All the masters are exactly doing that. They are empowering you. They are not removing obstacles for you. They are giving power. Suppose you are a seller of your ship, they are giving you, teaching you power how to sell it or sell your ship. Not stopping the storm, reducing the wave, making a calm water, calm weather. No, you will never learn. Another storm comes, you will topple. So that's what you are doing, empowering you with a pure love and compassion. Nobody is punishing you. You have chosen this path at the soul level. With your soul's permission, nothing, absolutely nothing can happen in your life. So all this chosen path, you are empowering, you are guiding. Whatever we lived life so far, maybe because of a lot of conditioning, so you have to layer by layer, you have to remove it so that we see the truth. And it's very simple. That high awareness life is very simple. It's not complicated. Actually, the complications we have to remove. Then we come to a place we can see the truth as it is. All color glasses are removed. We are now seeing the truth as it is and looking forward to it. And that is the way to live the life. Living a higher level of life only need to remove all this, the darknesses and conditionings and all. Then already you have something. Whatever you need, already you have inside. Only their job, master's job, is to reveal it out, and so that you can use it for the rest of your life to play it, and that's it. Okay, so that's how it works. So to summarize your thing, that your free will get the priority. If you can, your free will, if you force something, it will happen, even though it is not your soul's plan. All
Okay,
right.
thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Any other question?
Guruji, what is the fastest way to come to awareness level? Is through attention to breathing or any other method?
No, there's nothing called fastest or slowest. First is awareness of breathing will give you, because what you are doing all the time. Yeah. So because awareness of breath or awareness of the heartbeat, this because we are having all the time. This is the easiest way to connect it. Okay. So, and of course there is a Sandhikal Jagruta, all are there. So initially our minds are very much scattered. So first job will be to bring it into one point. Okay. For that concentration, many other the practices will help, but they will not take you there. Like focusing on particular thing, like jap, nam jap, bhajan, all this kind of thing. Even the tratak, looking at the flame. So those will help to bring the attention into one point. but that is not good enough to go there. To make it 0, so then you have to follow the breathing and the gap, and then through that gap you have to go there. Which will work for you? It is different for different people. So first test, I don't know what is the first test, but I can only share whatever things the Kriya Yoga, and higher the vibrations. So higher the vibration is must. More you go into higher PEVF, faster you will be reaching there. So first concentrate on raising your PEVF, then this practice, then this gap, and to connect, and that's it. And also the highest level of vibration to maintain, we have to live a life of attitude of gratitude. Gratitude invites grace. We also need the grace of the masters. It is not they are not giving, but we are not attracting, because our vibration is not allowing it to enter into our system. Yeah? If we operate from the attitude of gratitude, then we attract that divine grace as well. That is also necessary. It is like a tail of a bird. Bird with the 2 wing, awareness, understanding there are 2 wings of the bird. It can take you flight off, but which direction it will go? It depends upon how much aligned into that ultimate goal. And that tail is attitude of gratitude. Gratitude to the divine, the Guru Mandala and the Guru Tattva. And that will take you highest level, possible in the fastest way. As this is the fastest way, we call it a Bihangam marg. Bihangam is a path of a bird. We have to reach somewhere like a fruit on a tree. That is a result or enlightenment or whatever you call it. Now, there are many practices, many things, they call it a pipilika marg. Pipilika means like an ant. You go in the bottom of the tree, climb the tree through the stem, go to the branch, and then smaller branch, then go to the fruit, and then you take the fruit. It's called pipilika marg, ant, path of an ant. But what Babaji has given, this Kriya Yoga and this uplifting, this is the fastest sadhana in that sense. You can just take a flight off and go directly to the fruit and get it. So the method we are following is the fastest as per our understanding. There is no such claim, that this is the best or this is the only method. There may be hundreds of methods. So that is this mark. So we are choosing the right mark to do that. To reach to the same goal. But in case we have to give that kind of prepared for that. Unless until we have a wing, we have a tail, we cannot take that flight. So first the sadhana is to strengthen ourselves, then to take the flight. Okay, so that is
what I was requesting was, Guruji, sometimes it is not possible to sit down and do Kriya, like you are traveling, you are in a group. So, though you are traveling, you are in a group, but you can be within your own space. You have got that freedom at that time. So that time I was thinking whether connecting with the breath or is there any other method?
No, you be in the breath awareness all the time, no matter what you are doing.
Okay.
It is called in the meditative awareness.
Okay.
All the masters, they don't meditate for 15 hours or 10 hours, no. Okay, they are all the time, they are in a meditative awareness mode, 24/7.
Okay.
Just be aware of your breath and that should be enough. If you cannot sit for meditation, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Those are in a physical reality. That doesn't matter. Holding the awareness matters.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Pranam, sir.
Pranam, Manav.
Sir, I have one question. First of all, thank you for your very beautiful and graceful message, sir. All the time, it helps a lot of it helps for us, sir. So the question I have is, this question is on behalf of Shweta. So the question is that we all know that there is no shortcut of the spirituality. We all know that. So if we are not getting time due to some office work or any personal work, we are not getting time to meditate for more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day. So in that case, what is the way to overcome it? Like how we can get loaded with energy blocks? Like I mean to say that we are aware of that what is self-love, divine love, but because we are not getting the time for that, so how we can overcome it?
Okay, first of all, don't measure your awareness development and sadhana with how much time you get. Okay, that is what is called that our normal life mentality. Okay, it's nothing to do with how much time you meditate. It doesn't matter. Okay, things can happen in an instant. But it is important to be just now in the previous one, I was explaining that in the awareness. But to answer your question is that if you can, at least you should do 108 stomach breathing to keep your vibration high, which doesn't take more than 10 minutes anyway. And then followed by whatever time you get for the meditation early in the morning. 10 minutes, 15 minutes immediately after that. So if you follow that, at least it should be taken care of that and be in the breath awareness rest of the day, whatever you are doing. So of course, whatever busy we are, we don't forget to take breath, right? So breath is always there. So you just need to be aware of the breath, and that is your meditation. Anyway, but saying so, I have, I myself also undergone these experiences, and I see many people are talking about this. I don't have time for meditation. Yeah? Same people, including earlier, and me also. If somebody invites me for a party, I have 3 hours time easily. I can watch a cricket match. I have a lot of time. I can get hours. If I can go to the movie, with friends, I have time. But when it comes to meditation, I absolutely don't have time. I'm too busy. Okay. So just think about it. Okay. Truth is somewhere else. It is not about time. Where there is a will, there is a way. Okay. I leave it there. Okay. Any other question?
No, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. God bless you.